Hi, I'm Paul Joyce. They told me to be funny, but I'm not going to be funny. I'm going to be deadly serious. I'm a composer. I do music for films like Father's Day, Isle of the Damned, Pigpen, and soon you'll see the movie The Final Interview, which I've done the music for. And I'm here as the director of that film and a nice friend of mine, Fred Vogel. Hi, Fred.
What's up, dude?
Nice to see you, as always. With The Final Interview, where'd the story for this come from?
I was just, my brain is always constantly going, and all of a sudden I was watching the TV at the Chinese buffet, and I'm like, what if I made a movie about this interview between, like a Phil Donahue type character and the serial killer the day of his death? And Shelby's like, Fred, that's a great fucking idea. I knew I didn't have time to write it because I was really involved with my film Pittsburgh Body Removal and trying to get that made. So I gave my treatment to my friend Scott Swan, who wrote John Carpenter's Cigarette Burns for the Masters of Horror. And Scott loved the idea, and he went and rolled with it and got the script together. Because it was kind of like it was a backup for me. Like if Pittsburgh Body Removal wasn't going to get made, like I can do this for a smaller budget. It's not a big cast. It's a lot easier for me to do, and it was my backup.
This is a departure for you.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to shock some of your fans. And actually, you worked with people that you were admired growing up and stuff like that. So how did this all come about for you? How do you feel about that moving forward? I should say.
It's I knew Pittsburgh Body Removal. I wanted to move forward, and I didn't want it to be a toe tag movie. Toe tag is the purest form of filmmaking that I can do. Like there are no rules. It's me spilling my guts on the altar and giving it to the fans and making the most rawest movie that I could possibly make. Pittsburgh Body Removal, The Final Interview was something that I wanted to do more on the lines of how mainstream movies are kind of designed and created, with having producers and having all the, going through SAG and having the union and trying to take that next step in my career because I'd never done that before. And I met my producer, Ross Putman. He really took me to that next level where I needed to be. And sometimes that's what you need to do, is you need to bring somebody in who knows that world, to help you in the underground, to kind of just put you on that next level, because he believed in me and knew that I can make anything. You know what I mean? And I was ready to show the world that I can make a drama thriller instead of the most disgusting movies, because I've made those movies.
As a filmmaker, if you could go back in time and tell yourself one thing, what would it be? What would be the most important thing you could tell yourself?
The joke would be, try to use other people's money.
Right.
But because everything was pretty much, financed by toe tag and personal money. We've had some help too, but.
Did you ever max out a credit card?
Oh yeah, we've done everything, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy what you do for your art. Don't give up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main thing. It's so easy to be discouraged, to be like, oh my God, the girl that I wanted to be in my movie can't do it. Or I don't have enough, I want this location, but I'm too afraid to ask for it. That's why movies are a collective. You have to get the right people in your group, and you have to be able to delegate things. As a director, I knew that I needed to hire Paul Joyce to do the music for my movie because he was the right guy for the job.
Yeah.
I think we all need a little back rub sometime and somebody just to say, hey, you're good. That's why I support a lot of the underground filmmakers in the upcoming generation, because I didn't have, people being, hey, Fred, that's great. You know what I mean? It was just like, Fred, what the fuck are you doing? At the time, underground movies were very different. It was, it's not what it is today. Everybody can make movies now. But when I started in 2001, there was only a few people making pretty decent movies in the underground, and I wanted to make my mark.
You certainly did that.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Thanks, Fred. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
It's always good to talk to you. And thanks for listening. I'm Paul Joyce, and talk to you soon.